Chapter 5. The house was warm. The old woman helped us undress and hung our clothes up to dry. After days of eating ash cake, her hot, salty stew warmed my insides. Her kindly face looked worried as she checked my feet for cuts, wrapping a soft bandage where a rock had cut deep. She said she was a Quaker. I'd never heard of a Quaker before, but I figured they must be mighty kind folks to help people run from slavery. We believe it is wrong for one person to enslave another, she explained.
Quakers, guys, are early Christians that had come over from Europe. They're another form of Christianity.
While we ate, she told us her house was a station on the Underground Railroad. Only this railroad had no trains and no tracks. Its conductors were people who thought slavery was wrong and wanted to help runaways. She didn't know how many she'd helped get to the north. Not enough, she'd said sadly. Suddenly, we heard horses outside. Hurry, the old woman whispered. She moved the table and rug to the side and pulled on a latch on the floor. Go quickly, she said, handing us our clothes. We made our way down steps into a small space beneath the floorboards. The space was so small we could hardly stand, and as soon as we were down, she shut the door and pulled the rug and table on top, enclosing us in darkness. A group of men, talking loudly, banged on the door. Open up, deep voices yelled. Give an old woman a chance to gather herself, she said, slowly shuffling toward the door. We heard voices above us, angry and mean. I heard glass break and a chair knocked over. But I've not seen any runaways, the woman said. More voices, and then a door slammed. We waited in the dark, staring up at the door until the rug and table moved away and slats of light crept through. It's not safe, the woman said to Mama, her face as sad as my heart. Stay the night and tomorrow you'll move to another station. Again, me and Mama slept curled up together on a blanket, but our bellies were full and we were warm. In my sleep, I dreamed of barking dogs and the master. We woke when the morning light crept through the open door. Come quickly, the woman said. A friend outside will take you farther. She handed me boots that were worn but strong and sturdy. You'll be needing these for the cold up north, she smiled. Peace be with you both. We hurried to the waiting wagon. The driver nodded to the pile of potatoes in the back. He moved them aside and we lay flat. He covered us with a scratchy burlap cloth and piled the potatoes on top. Then I heard the snap of the reins, and we were off. Chapter 6. The road was bumpy. My head banged against the side of the wagon, and the burlap tickled my nose. It felt like the wagon hit every stone and rut as we traveled along. The wagon slowed and came to a stop. I turned my head to Mama, and the potatoes tumbled above. The mules whinnied next to the wagon, and then we heard voices. What you got back there? A man asked the driver. Just heading to market is all, the driver replied. You seen any runaways along this road? The man asked. A woman and a girl about this high? No, sir, can't say I have. Mind if I have a look at what you're taking to market? The man asked. Yes, sir. No, sir, the driver stuttered. Though it was cold, my back was wet with sweat. I heard Mama breathe in deep, and I felt potatoes move to the side. Everything looks fine here. Move along, the man said. Yes, sir. Good day, sir, the driver replied. The wagon started up again, moving faster now. When we got down the road a bit, I sneezed.